Now after you've chosen your username, the next thing is to create a password. Now this is an area that a lot of people don't pay much attention to, but it is important because it wasn't that long ago that a number of Twitter accounts, quite a number in fact, were hacked into. And if you don't want to see spam or even more embarrassing messages that you'd prefer weren't on your account to appear, then you really need to have a solid password that makes it hard for hackers to work out. And I recommend that you use a combination of uppercase and lowercase and numbers, and you could even use things like the pound or the hash sign, the dollar sign, the percentage sign, an asterisk, and so on. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to remember that password. So make it something that is easy for you to remember. I once created a password from a word that I just made up, but it was easy to remember, and the word was Sokuo, spelled S-O-K-U-O. And then I added 1-5 and then lowercase f. I remembered Sokuo because it's such an easy word to remember, and the 1-5 was because I had a daughter who was 15 and the F was for female. So that was a pretty good password for me, and it was years ago and I still remember it, although I'm not using it anymore, so you're welcome to it if you want to use that one. Or other than that, make up something similar that's easy for you to remember. One good thing about Twitter is if you create a password and they don't think it's any good, they'll tell you. In this case, for instance, they're saying it's too short, and in this case they're saying it's too weak. And if Twitter says it's weak, it's weak. So you really want to aim to get one where they say it's good, and if it's better than good, they'll say it's strong. And I'd go for one that was strong. Well, once you've got your password and you've chosen your username, there's only one more thing left to do, and that is to give them a valid email address. Now in actual fact, you really don't need to give Twitter an email address at all, but I recommend that you do, because if you do forget your password, it's nice to be able to click on send it to me. So enter a valid password, and at this point you can also select whether or not you want to sign up for their newsletter. Now if you're one of those people that doesn't like to sign up for newsletters because you've got enough trash coming into your email box as it is, let me say that I've been a member with Twitter now for almost 2 years, and I really can't remember ever having received a newsletter from them. So you're definitely not going to get swamped with trash, but if they have got something important to say, it would be nice to hear about it. So definitely I'd tick the button to join the newsletter. Okay, now basically you're done. You are now a bona fide Twitterer, and if you want to, you can hop straight on to Twitter and start twittering, but at this point you do have an option to enable Twitter to access your email accounts and check your address books to find if there are any people listed there who are also already on Twitter. And that then would give you a list of people that you can follow, so that you're not standing alone in Twitter and twittering to nobody, and also you're receiving tweets from people that you know. But if you're really keen to get started, just go down to the continue button and click continue, and you can come back later to check your email addresses. So once you've clicked continue, you'll find that you go to your Twitter page. Now it won't look like this, but this is our one. And the first thing I hope that you'll do is go to ESTV and then click on the follow button. When you do that, you'll find that that will change to following, and that's how you follow people on Twitter. And if you're following us, we will then follow you back, and that will enable us to have a conversation and for us to keep you up to date with new videos that we post and any special offers that we have and so on. So I look forward to seeing you on Twitter. Another part of the page that I think is important to point out to you is it shows you how many people you're following and how many people are following you. Now this is a hugely important part of Twitter, and I'm going to tell you a lot more about that in the next video. But one of the things that I think you should try and do as soon as possible is change the background that Twitter gives you to one that's more appropriate to your business. The background is the wallpaper behind your Twitter account. And you'll find that many people use it as a way of promoting their business and telling their readers a little bit more about them and or their company. The background that you get when you first join Twitter is pretty bland. It doesn't really do anything for you, and everybody else has got the same one. So I recommend at some stage you want to get yourself a background that actually does your business justice and gives people a better feel for who and what you are. Mind you, sometimes bland can be better than what some people do. I must admit, I'm no fan of this one. And once again, you'll see this quite often. It's one of the easiest ways to create a background. You just get a JPEG image, upload it to Twitter through the settings tab at the top of the page, and then click on tile, and they just repeat the image over and over again to take up the whole page. And in my opinion, it looks terrible. But I have to say that, whoops, I pressed the wrong button. In this case, it hasn't really affected this Twitterer from getting a large number of followers and from following a lot of people. And you'll find that those two things do go hand in hand, and we'll be talking about that in another video that you'll see soon. So basically, you're now on Twitter. You have the opportunity to start building followers and following other people, and really, if you follow people, you'll find that people will start following you back. So there's your first hint. Well, that's basically all there is to it. So this is Rick Vatner signing off. Remember, I do hope that you'll go to www.twitter.com.estv and follow us, and of course we'll follow you back. And if you would like to contact me, please feel free to go to our website, www.estv.com.au, and you'll see, if you click on the Contact Us button, which is at the top of the page on the right hand side, you get an option to choose who you want to contact. Just select To the Editor and then fill in your name and email address and a short message to me. You can even attach a Word document if you want to, or a PDF, and then click send, and that email will come straight through to me, and then I will reply to you. So if you've got any inquiries, you'd like to know more about social media, or perhaps you need a speaker for one of your conferences, please feel free to contact me through ESTV. Thank you for watching the video. I look forward to meeting you in the next one. Bye.